So on this channel, I've predicted that Aquaman 2 will do pretty good. I still think even if it's not a great movie, it'll still do at least 500 million just because it's following up something so big. However, I was assuming that the movie would be good. So if the movie isn't good, well, maybe that'll hurt it more than I've been predicting. And when I say good, I don't even mean good. I just mean acceptable and enjoyable for a fan of comic book movies. But this report here, which is a rumor they admit, says that, well, it's not going so good as far as test screenings and things like that. According to Viewer Anon, even after 6 test screenings, Aquaman 2 results are not looking great. Well, that's a sad story. I've constantly heard over the last half year or so that it's boring, not as good as the first, and potentially one of the worst DCEU movies. Now, I would believe in most cases the first one usually has that magic you're trying to catch, you're trying to recapture, and most sequels don't do it. Not in all cases, but in a lot of cases. So, that could be true. This doesn't look so nice, but it doesn't look like an official DC poster either. And for whatever reason, this person is featuring Amber. And this is the main villain, which honestly, I don't know. Doesn't look that intriguing. Looks kind of silly. And that's James Wan, but I'm not sure who that is. Not Jason Momoa. I just don't know so much about actors and stuff. Oh well. And they post an update. Big Screen Leaks also back up this rumor and says that the test screenings for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom have not been good. Really hoping Wan fixes this movie before December. Well, he's got some time, but how much money are they going to keep putting into fixing it? And by the way, this tweet here has got over 60,000 views, which is pretty good. And of course, we get some responses from the Johnny fans. The real Laura B posts something that looks, I'd say, like a turd. I guess I'll give Laura a heart. And this person says, I see it's clogged with a certain emoji of turds. Okay, let's play this for a second. I like this laugh. These Snyder bots, man, it's nothing close to awful. Alright, so this person here is not buying it. He's believing that this is maybe for attention. And you know what? I will admit, negativity gets attention much more than positivity. If this tweet had been, well, screen tests are going great, Aquaman 2 looks good, then people are like, okay, let's keep waiting. I gotcha. But if you say it's bad, well, obviously, that stirs things up a little more. However, home of DCU, who's got 18,000 followers, says, I've heard the same and some worse details. And James M says they let Jason Momoa have too much input and control, which might be true, because Jason has talked about how he's putting things about the environment in there and saving the environment, and Aquaman's trying to save the environment, and, well, that's great. I'm all for the environment, like 1,000%. That's all we have on the planet. But if I want to see an Aquaman movie, I want to see an Aquaman movie. I don't want to be preached to about the environment. It's not the right time, not the right place. At the end of the movie, if you want to have some kind of save the environment flash before the credits or something, okay, maybe even before the movie. You have let's help the environment, donate here, but then just have the movie separate from the message. All right, that's okay. But if you're going to actually put it in the content, in the movie, that takes me out of it. That hurts it. And this person says, well, it's going to flop no matter what since Amber Heard's going to be in it. I'm ready to boycott the hell out of this movie. I'll give you a heart. And you know what? I'm with you. I get you. But I think if it's good, there's a huge, huge fan base for DC that isn't following the drama behind the scenes. And they care about their enjoyment of the movie more than they care about Amber being in it. So I think those people will sustain the main money it makes. But, of course, Johnny fans are not few, and people who learned about Amber are not few, so that will make a dent. Only time will tell about that. And this person here says, there's no need to state the obvious for the thousandth time. Fire Amber Heard, rewrite the script, cancel the movie if you can't figure out the above. Well, I mean, they can't cancel it because they're already invested millions and millions in what they have so far. So if they reset everything, I guess they lose most of that. The actors probably just get paid once. I don't know what the contracts are, but if they have to refilm, probably the actors have to go along with it, but maybe not. Maybe there's a certain time in their contract they get paid for, and if they want to refilm, they've got to renew the contract or something, so you never know. But I'd say canceling for Amber's out of the question. They've already spent so much money on it. And this person says, like Batgirl was canceled, they should just cancel this and give it to HBO Max. As you might know, Batgirl was canceled, and yeah, come to think of it, they spent like $80 million on that. I'm not sure why, don't totally care why, but they've canceled before. However, this is a bigger scope with a much bigger star, and some other stars that are pretty big also aside from Momoa, so I think canceling's out of the question. And Alexander says there's a chance this might be delayed until next year, and Krite says, I hope so, just so Dune can take the December spot. Yeah, man, I want to see Dune 2 really bad. Can't wait for that. And the comments keep going down and down and down. Pretends to be shocked. Okay. Haha, I get it. Pretends, and this is a pretend photo. Amber Heard, Aquaman 2, Warner Bros. I don't quite get the joke. I like Mr. Bean, but I think a nice place to end it. Let me know what you think down below. I'm doing pop culture, entertainment. Consider subscribing here. If you don't, I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it. Done for now. See you next time.